Everybody likes a waltz. Good morning. Welcome to New Thought Unity Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. Glad to see you here. Come in, have a seat, smile at each other. I'm going to invite the singers to come up to the platform. There she is. All right. Relive a little bit of your 80s, my 80s childhood here. Very excited to do this.
Suddenly I'm up on top of the world. Should have been somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who would it be? Believe it or not, it's just me.
Just like the light of a new day, it hit me from out of the blue.
Breaking me out of the spell I was in, making all of my wishes come true. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. This is too good to be true. Look at me, falling for you. Believe it or not, I'm walking on it. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. Believe it or not, believe it or not, so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me.
Okay. Angel's Wings resale shop. This is the last day, the final clearance of summer clothing at Angel's Wings. All summer clothing is $1 per item. No limit on number of items purchased. Angel's Wings is open from noon to 3 p.m. today for your shopping pleasure.
And the Gallery of Grace gift shop is open, which you will pass on your way to Angel Wings. They're open till 1 o'clock.
The mini pantry is in need of donation. Please bring in some supplies to help us continue to serve the community.
Social media check-in reminder, be sure to give NTUC a mention before you turn off your phone for service.
Mastermind with Alice Frazier today, 12:15 p.m. in the library.
And A Course in Miracles next class is Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. in Friendship Hall.
Circle of Light Spirituality Group is Wednesday, 6:30 p.m., Friendship Hall, and on Zoom.
Metaphysical Bible Interpretation Book Study with Kim Ballou. Learn the metaphysical interpretation of selected Bible verses and their practical application in our lives. 4-week study beginning October 6th, 2025, in Friendship Hall. $10 per class love offering suggested. All are welcome. Sign-up sheets are at the happening table.
And in the back of the sanctuary.
A November to Remember at NTUC. Ricky Byers is coming to NTUC on November 7th and November 8th. This is a don't miss event at New Thought Unity Center. And I believe we have a video. No? Okay. All right. It's $100 per ticket for an early bird. That pricing is extended till September 15th, which would be tomorrow. After September 15th, the ticket price increases to $125. It includes Friday and Saturday revival events, plus meals, and can be purchased through Eventbrite. And Eventbrite has pay now, pay later options.
The annual holiday craft and wellness fair will be held on Saturday, November 22nd from 10 to 4 downstairs. And applications are now being accepted for crafters and healers.
Please join us in Friendship Hall after service for a little fun, food, and friendship.
And a cell phone reminder, please turn off all cell phones during service. Thank you.
And for additional information, you will find all of our events listed on the back of the programs. And if you have any more questions, you can call the center at 961 513 961 2527. Flashback.
Around the bend just flying, the swimming suit
morning, David.
Hello.
Welcome from the East.
Thank you so much. What a perfect song, because I feel like I'm home again. It's been a beautiful. I came in yesterday, I heard the concert, which was so amazing, and now I'm seeing some faces that I didn't see yesterday. It's so great to be here. Let's all take a deep breath together. And release and settle into this space where we are right now, in this moment. Feel the chair around you. Feel the energy of the people. Feel this beautiful home that we are in. Let's start with an affirmation for today that we carry forth. I'll say it and then you can say it with me the second time. With God, all things are possible. I take action to make it so. Together. With God, all things are possible. I take action to make it so. And let us pray. Mother, Father, God, all the divine that surrounds us, thank you. In this instant and in every that follows, let our prayer be the reminder of the extraordinary connection between ourselves and all things holy. That we are not only worthy, but responsible for the love that surrounds us, that comes to us and through us, that we place into the universe as mindful action, that it is this that will create the Eden, the heaven that we seek. Let us respond to all things with love. Let us know the plan that is throughout. Let us release the things we do not understand. Let us not seek to figure them out, to endeavor to spend energy determining the why, but instead going straight to the what, which is the call to love always, which we are always capable of. Let us be renewed in this space, in the energy and the light and the love that is here, and let us take it into the week knowing that that is the truth. Amen. And together our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds me, the love of God enfolds me, the power of God protects me, the presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well.
Won't you please stand and join us in our congregation? I am the thinker.
Thinks the thoughts that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thoughts that changes things
Now it's time to turn around, say hello to all your neighbors with a handshake, a hug, or a simple namaste. And if you're watching online, let us know who you are and where you're watching from, and we'll say hello to you later in the service. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Woo! I feel a good vibration, healing and transformation all through this congregation. Must be unity. The experience is our mission. Universal wholeness is our vision. I am who I am. It's my decision. Must be, must be, must be unity. A-T-U-C, unity.
We can continue this fellowship downstairs after service, but for now, if you would have a seat and say with me our mission and vision statements. Our mission statement is, in God, we are an inclusive, abundant community, experiencing love, transforming lives, and serving others. And our vision statement is, we celebrate a world of harmony and oneness, a place of loving stewardship, sacred connections, and pure joy, where all are welcome with honor and respect. And what we'd like you to know about New Thought Unity Center more than anything else is that whoever you are, wherever you are on your spiritual path, whatever your color, whoever you love, however you identify, you are welcome here. And we're grateful that you've chosen to be with us this morning. If this is your first time at New Thought Unity Center, there is in the back corner a newcomers table. On it, you will find packets of information that tell you a little bit about the center. And after the service, Regina will be back there, and she can answer any questions that you may have. And if you'd like a tour, she can help with that as well. So again, thank you for being with us this morning. Now it's time to settle in for meditation.
Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer.
I invite you to take a deep breath and release. At Unity, we meditate to reconnect with Source, to take an intentional time to remind us of our connection to all of the great love and unconditional support and energy that the universe provides for us. So again, I invite you to take a deep breath and release. And as you do, allow your muscles to relax as much as able in this short time. Place your feet flat on the floor, remove things from your hands. If it feels right to you, close your eyes or otherwise divert your attention. We cleanse our thoughts, our minds by taking another deep breath and releasing and beginning to build intentionally in our mind's eye a place that is of comfort and peace that is ours alone. An image of a space or a moment in time in which great comfort is known. We allow our muscles to relax further as we become instinctively attuned to the wellness that is our inheritance. There may be specific objects here, a certain chair, a view. We know the temperature is ideal, the air, the exact scent that brings us calm. And we take a deep breath. And into this space of peace and intentional connection, we invite the prayer, the thought that will come and let us remember that we are one with God. Let us remember as we enter into the silence that we are one with God. I am one with God. And take a deep breath. Allow the truth of that statement to inhabit you. As your consciousness returns to this space and the people around you,
It's this connection we carry forth. Peace be to you today, and let you remember that you are one with God, at one with all of the brothers and sisters and yourself in everlasting holiness and peace.
Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer.
Someone tells you it's a waste of time, don't even try it. Don't be fooled, my friend, believe in you, you can do it. You want the truth, you can do anything. I can do anything. I can do anything. I can do anything. I can do anything. Do you want to do something? Do what you always wanted. Do you want to be something? Be who you always wanted. Do you want to love something? Take every chance that's given. Do you want to say something? Say it, say it. I can do anything. I can do anything. I can do anything. I can do anything.
How will you ever know if you'll succeed unless you try it? You never know for yourself until you buy it. You want the truth, you can do anything. Sing it with us.
Anything I can do. Anything I can do. Anything I can do. Anything. Do you want to do something? Do what you always wanted. Do you want to be something? Be who you always wanted. Do you want to love something? Take every chance that's given. Do you want to say something? Say it, say it. I can do anything. I can do anything. I can do anything. I can do anything.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, gracious, that's thunderous. Hi. Let me introduce you to a couple of characters. I'm not an art historian. I don't know these names. If you do, congratulations. But there's a mid-20th century sculptor named Eva Hess, who I looked up some of her work. It's quite abstract, strings and wonderful things, and it's rather amazing. And without standing around it, I can't tell you what any of it means. And she wrote a letter to her artist friend, a man named Saul LeWitt, who is a painter of modern art, of blocks of color and stripes and the kinds that skeptics say, oh, my kid could do that. But if you know what you're looking at or in the presence of it, you realize there's rather something extraordinary going on. And in that letter, she had lamented that she was struggling with her work. Already a well-known and considered groundbreaking artist, she was having trouble with whatever her next thing to do was. And he returned in written form. You can look up the longhand version of this letter. I'd like to read an excerpt of it to you. April 14th, Dear Ava, it will be almost a month since you wrote to me, and you have possibly forgotten your state of mind, although I doubt it. You seem the same as always, and being you, hating every minute of it. Don't. Learn to say F you to the world once in a while. You have every right to. Just stop thinking, worrying, looking over your shoulder, wondering, doubting, fearing, hurting, hoping for some easy way out, struggling, grasping, confusing, itching, scratching, mumbling, bumbling, grumbling, humbling, stumbling, numbling, rambling, gambling, tumbling, scrumbling, scrambling, hitching, hatching, moaning, groaning, bitching, honing, boning, horse, kicking, hair splitting, nitpicking, nose sticking, butt gouging, eyeball poking, finger pointing, alleyway sneaking, long waiting, stop stepping, evil eyeing, back scratching, searching, perching, besmirching, grinding, grinding away at yourself. Stop it and just do. The one artist laments to the other. And says later in the same letter, when you work or before you work, you have to empty your mind and concentrate on what you are doing. And after you do something, it's done and that's that. After a while, you can see that some are better in what direction you're going. I'm sure you know all that. You must know that you don't have to justify your work, not even to yourself. And this, among the fun of the first part of that letter, was a revelation to me. Because I was certain I had to justify everything that I did and my existence and the rest. And later, interestingly, because the universe works this way and the algorithms, I was scrolling through Instagram, and you have to train your algorithm, by the way. It's very good at knowing. If you're pausing, not even liking, if you're pausing on the political content and scrolling quickly through the puppies, then it will give you more political content. And I'm pleased to say that my scrolling is mostly puppies, with a little Deepak Chopra thrown in. And he was doing a guided meditation on The Tonight Show, of all things, just a minute long, and asking very quick questions and imploring the audience not to think about, but to allow whatever image, thought, or question that comes to mind to come to mind. And then he would rapidly move on to the next. And at the end of the minute-long meditation, he said, existence without interpretation is our most natural state. And again, I was bowled over. Interpretation is one of the things I do best. Those of you who've heard me before, founding ex-president emeritus of the Overthinkers Club. This is brilliant. This is how I consume a lot of my energy and my time. And I started to worry about that. And so, as many of you know, I made a rather dramatic change into a place of not having to think so much, but rather do. And so I moved to New York City, not on a whim, but certainly after 30 years of living in Indianapolis, it was the culmination of a great deal of change in my life. My new therapist, upon hearing what I'd been through in the last 5 years, said he went to make notes and thought, I cannot think of an area in your life in which you have not gone through major or going through major change. And I thought, oh, good. Well, that justifies why I'm so tired all the time. I actually heard that letter read live in New York City, an event called Letters Live, which is something that happens actually all around the world. It's a fundraiser, and celebrities come, and they are assigned different letters. Some are just letters to the editor, some are letters like this, some are famous that you've heard, and you just listen to them, recite them. It's just one of the amazing things that I had an opportunity to go to. I found this ticketing service that provides free tickets. It doesn't matter, it's a seat filler service, and I was like, sure, I'll go see that. In the last week alone, I saw the Tony Award winning musical for Best Musical, maybe Happy Ending, which made me weep openly. I went to a dance recital at the famous Guggenheim Museum with 4 of the greatest dancers in the world, 3 from the Alvin Ailey Company and 1 from the New York City Ballet. I'm not a dance guy, but I went. Why not? I don't have to justify. Someone invited me. And of course, I was blown away because it was spectacular. I went to what was a performance, really an artistic performance on Wednesday, in which this artist began with the statement, "Can you be black and not perform?" and went from there, which was stunning and overwhelming. On Thursday, I lucked into the lottery and saw world-famous actors, including Peter Dinklage and Sandra Oh and others, perform Shakespeare in the middle of Central Park on a free stage, me and 18 other, it was stunning. In July, I went to an art exhibit at the Museum of Modern Art and wept openly in front of an extraordinary work of art by an artist named Jack Whitten, who watched the Twin Towers fall from his downtown studio and did no art after that 30 years into his career. 5 years later came a 10-foot, I'm not even 6 feet, 10-foot high by 20-foot wide, extraordinary piece of art, multimedia, about the Twin Towers falling, and I was overwhelmed. I weep a lot in New York City. I cry, I'm openly, you know what I am? I'm openly emotional in New York City. I don't just weep a lot, I laugh a lot. I sing out loud there, in public. Other people are singing too, but yes, if I'm feeling the most down at the end of the day, there's this great dive bar in Greenwich Village, kind of famous, called Marie's Crisis, where every night, the whole thing is that there's a piano there, and someone plays, and everyone sings along, mostly Broadway songs, and just sings along. It's so great, I can do that. I can be my most authentic there. And sure, I have baggage from, it doesn't matter why I couldn't be that before. I just know that that's what and I really debated how much I wanted to talk about New York City. My goal is not to convince all of you that you should move to New York City. My goal is to convince you all that you should strive for doing in the way in which you are the most authentic. That you need to find, and I did in New York also, find your church. And people say that, how do you know when you've found your place? How do you know when you've found your church? How do you know? And I think it's because you find that you can be your most authentic. At a different church, I found this Daily Word. Daily Word, you know that, unity thing. Living authentic is one of my greatest freedoms. Today, I reclaim my spiritual freedom by allowing myself to live authentically. I need not hide myself or pretend to be something I'm not. The key to living my freedom is being aware of my true nature as a divine being. And so where can I go? Where can I be in which I know that I'm feeling what I most want to feel, where I am able, where I am allowed, where I am given the opportunity to sense and feel. And that's why coming home here is so amazing, why listening to this music is so amazing, why being in this space where I'm invited to be authentic is so amazing. But what I learned was that then driving back to wherever I wasn't facing a fundamental understanding of spiritual living. wherever I am, wherever you are, is where church is. Every day, 7 days a week, 24 hours, 365. And so if I combine those things, if I combine that understanding, that aspiration as an individual, as you do that leaving here, can you breathe in the delightful wonder of, yes, I am my authentic, spiritual, free self, performing church right where I am all of the time. And that's part of what I learned, transformed, moved to a new place. That's what it took for me, something dramatic. And that may not be the case for you. I'm not saying move to New York. Let me know if you do. I'd love to see you there. I'm saying, can you experience church? Can we take church everywhere? And I wanted to bring it back here. I wanted to inspire you, partly because the founder of this church was a metaphysical theologian, understood how this is foundational to us taking the idea of a useful and practical spirituality from an hour on Sunday into our lives 24/7, 365. Charles Fillmore wrote about the law that governs the manifestation of supply, which of course, I mean, the guy liked words. I admire him. He's talking about prosperity here. He's talking about the process of moving from this concept that the Christ energy is something that, we all have access to how does it actually show up in our lives? As you begin this process of unifying yourself consciously, which I'm going to interpret as living your daily life, unifying this conscious self with the inner life of substance, it will begin to well up within you and overflow into your affairs so that you can be prosperous. And yet, to give up all anxiety and trust in the Lord does not mean to sit down and do nothing. There's a modern term for this. We call it spiritual bypassing. My Father worketh even until now, and I work, is quoted in the Bible. We are to work as God works, to work with God. We are to form what God has created. Hold on to that one for a minute. There is a universal law of increase. It is not confined to bank accounts, but operates on every plane of manifestation. This is Fillmore continued. The conscious cooperation of man is necessary to the fullest results in the working of this law. You must use your talent, whatever it may be, in order to increase it. Have faith in the law, but do not reason too much. Forge ahead in faith and boldness. Keep your eyes on the abundant inner reality, and do not let the outer appearance cause you to falter. You must use your talent, whatever it may be. And of course, one of the greatest challenges in our culture is having confidence that we have in fact discovered that talent. And let's take all of these things and throw in a little David Allen Brown theology here. Because one of the things I'm finding as I'm promoting my own course, Convergence, which I'm not going to talk about today, but one of the ways I'm doing it is I'm showing up on podcasts all over the place, which is great. I've done 20. I'm doing another 10 before the end of the year, and I talk about what I do. I mean, I'm stepping into my own what I know. And the podcasts are of various quality, let's say, but they all give me an opportunity to get very specific about what I believe. And they all ask me in a rather specific way, well, why are you doing it? What is it that you want to get to? Where have you gotten to? And I've decided to stop quoting other people about how great I am and step into the fact it's because I'm really great, and this is what I'm supposed to do. And so when I think about the talent, when I think about what I do, I think about my ability to communicate. I think about how am I creating prosperity? How am I going to survive in New York City? What's the plan? I don't know. I stand in faith in that. But what I really think about is, what do I do? What's my talent? And then I combine it with what I know, which for me comes from Course in Miracles so often. People ask, well, why is Course in Miracles your book? So Course in Miracles is my book not because of where it comes from, but because of the things that are in it that just resonate with me wholly. Because it's authentic to me. Because I know when I read certain phrases that they ring true. And so when I find that today I will not doubt his love for us, nor question his protection or his care. Today I will give thanks for my identity in God. Let me remember in meditation today that I am one with God. I realize that what I do, what my talent is, what your talent is the ability to claim unconditional love as both my right and my responsibility. I stood up here in April and announced that I was moving to New York City, and I said the amazing thing is, for those of you who weren't here, a lot of you think I'm moving to Gotham City from the Batman movies, but I'm actually moving to Sesame Street. And someone asked me as I came in, is it still Sesame Street? It absolutely is. It's delightful. And all of the things and the arts of these amazing artists that I see are bookended by these amazing things that I see on the street and in my building and in my neighborhood all day long, including Oscar the Grouch, who lives on the corner. I see him too. I see people rush to the aid of a woman who spilled out of her wheelchair when it caught on the lip of a curb and came flocking to help. I see the people reaching for the next way to help when a despondent and likely unhoused man has dropped his meal on the ground and is in despair, and people come flocking to help. I saw the good-natured debate of when 3 people stood up to offer their seat to someone on the subway, and then they had to decide, well, okay, no, you sit, it's okay. I met TT, who's in my building. TT, who is a beautiful, regal black woman who goes out every day with her head covered because of her beliefs into what was blistering 100-degree heat in July, and which I'm sure is in the frigid of January, and meets up with a friend who goes to the area neighborhood establishments, collects at least 2, sometimes 3 wagons full of leftover food and distributes it to homeless folks who live in the area or those who are in need. No agency, no grant, no sign, no assignment, no oversight. There's food here. I have the ability to gather it and distribute it, and they do. And I was talking to her one day. She said her name is Tina, but they call her TT, which is short for Tombstone Tina. Oh, well, why do they call you Tombstone Tina? Well, I buried 5 husbands. I was like, okay, well, great. Congrats, that's fantastic. She said, well, I am 92 years old. Well, bless your heart. Every day, she goes out into the world and makes a difference for other people. See, this doing that I'm talking about isn't just the acceptance of the extraordinary opportunities that are around you. It's stepping into your church every day, 24/7, and seeing the grace and then participating in it. You are fundamentally the presence of God in your church. I have no doubt about it. And what I'm inviting people to do in podcasts, in all of the things right now, is to understand that the responsibility that comes with that is to take loving action in your church as often as you possibly can. To accept the energy and love that renews you when you need it, because if everyone is taking responsibility for being unconditional love, it's going to be coming at you too. Open yourself to it. And empower yourself wherever you are to know that this is not merely, I hope it works out, that this